All right, in this video, we're going to revisit a little project that one of our Patreon members and I worked on the other night, and that is this little can opener design. And what he's looking to do is he's looking to resize the entire can opener down to about 1.75 inches. Well, of course, what he attempted to do is just to simply resize it, and it doesn't quite work that way. Not with a can opener anyhow. So let me show you what we got to do here. Let's go ahead and select the can opener. And what I would do is come over here to the objects and actually select all of our objects that make up this unit. So I would just simply, you see here where it says assembly, click on the first piece, come all the way down to the stack, shift click the last piece, and now you can see they're all selected, right? Well, we don't want the can opener boolean, so we're going to control click that, or the key tag. We just want this center piece, and we're going to go ahead and scale this down. Now we're going to scale this down to, we can do the math here. So 25 divided by 4 is 6. And so it'd be 25 plus 18 is 1.75 inches, roughly. So that's 43 millimeters. So what we're going to do is this is going to be 43, and that is going to be 43. Okay, that's 1.75 inches. All right. Now, the thickness of this bottom piece, let's go ahead and look at that, is 6 mil, so that didn't change. And that's perfect because we need that, 6 mil. But then this here, that is the can opener, negative, and we're just going to slide it back in where it goes. Now, the way this works is this should be barely peeking out. Barely peeking out. See right there how it's just barely peeking out? Just like that, okay? So that's pretty easy. And then what we'll do is we'll come up here to the key tag, right? We'll all click on the key tag and go ahead and slide it in too. But we need just the key tag, not both of them. So just the key tag and slide it down. Now, of course, we want it to just stick out just far enough to be able to put whatever keychain hardware or key loop we want, but we don't want it out any farther than we absolutely have to have it. So I'm going to call it right about there, something like that. All right, so that's the 1.75 inch version. And then we're going to copy and paste, and let's just go ahead and make the 2-inch version. So there's the assembly again. We're going to select all of our parts, shift click this, but we're not going to select those two this time. And we're going to make this one 2 inches. So we're going to go up here. And of course, we know that 2 inches is 50 mil. So 50 and 50. Okay, so now this one's 1.75 inches. This one is, let me double check that. I just want to make sure that I'm telling you right here. Yep, that is right. Okay, so then this one is 50. So that's 2 inches. Okay. So back over here, we'll come down to our key tag, and we'll grab it and move it out a little bit here. We can hit Control-1 on the keyboard, and that'll give us a straight down view and make this a little bit easier to position. Now, why does this key tag look bigger? Let me see something here. Is that bigger? Nope. Same size. It just, for some reason, it looked bigger. I don't know why it looked bigger to me. But if we select that, just the key tag, it should be 8 mil. Okay, so that is the right size. All right, perfect. So then we need the can opener boolean, and what we're going to do, of course, is we're going to slide that out just a little bit. So we're going to come in here, and we're just going to, see that? We just slide it out just that little bit right there. Right there, right there, right there. So now when we slice this, because that's set as a negative part, we'll have a hole there. Now, yes, we do have some supports being added there, but we have the slot. It's not been resized. It is exactly the size that we need. Let's go back to the Prepare tab here. If we were to all click on this, we can look at the scale and you can see it's 16 mil, and that's exactly what it's supposed to be. So that's just a way to kind of double confirm that that's right. And then if we all click on this one, it's 16 mil. Okay, and that's exactly what it's supposed to be. So we're going to just go ahead and resave this for Steve. So boom, I'll go ahead and email him these files over, and then he can print that out and see which size he likes better. But look at those little changes, super, super simple. So that's why I really encourage you guys who are brand new to 3D printing, know your slicer, people. Know your slicer, because there's so many things that we can do right in our slicer, and we can do very quickly and easily. And when we're doing custom artwork, that is super key. Like if we expect to make money, we've got to be able to make these edits and churn this product out quick. Because you know, what can we get out of a customer? $10 to set this file up. So if we're going to get $10 to set up the artwork, well, how much time are we going to want to invest? 3 hours? I don't think so, right? So it's really key that we really understand the slicer, and then it's really key that we really understand Inkscape really, really well, because we need to churn this artwork out very, very quickly. All right, so hopefully that helps Steve out, and hopefully Steve's question will help you out. And so begs me to beg you to ask your questions, please. Whether you're a paid Patreon member like Steve or not, ask your questions. We may make a video on it. We may just answer your question, but yeah, just ask your questions. Send in your SVGs or JPEGs and say, hey, I want to do this or that or the other, or whatever question you got. That's how we are able to make new content, is by answering your questions. So email us. Our email address is in the video description. Go to our Patreon page and post it there. Whatever you want to do. Our Patreon link is located in the video description below, and we have this can opener file and the key tag, so you can make your own can openers and keychains and whatnot. All right. So that's it for this one, guys. A real super simple one. Steve took it easy on me tonight. So, again, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or need one-on-one training or some custom files made for you, this is my contact information, so feel free to reach out via email. You can text me. You could even give me a call. I'd be happy to answer questions or give you more details on the one-on-one training we offer, and as well as if you need custom files made until you are up to speed on how to make them yourself, feel free to reach out and we'd be happy to help you with that as well.